Jocelyn. Welcome to Fast Easy Vegan. Right now, our dish that we're going to make today is poblano peppers, stuffed poblano peppers. Now, poblanos are a very mild, large pepper. This is a poblano, often and in fact usually mistakenly labeled as pasilla peppers. So if you see these and they're called pasilla, then you know you've got poblano peppers, and I want you to grab 6 of them. Nice big flat fat ones, because we're going to stuff these with good things. So these don't really have any heat, but they have loads of flavor and a little tiny hint of chili piquantness. So the first thing we're going to do is you're going to look at your ingredient list and get everything ready. We've boiled a potato and diced it up, and this goes in a big bowl because we're going to mash this in a minute as part of our stuffing. You've got fat-free beans, and this is a generic can that I got from my local Food Max, which is also run by Lucky. So everybody has their generic brands. Look at them. This one consists of cooked beans, water, and salt. Pretty good, huh? Unless you don't eat salt, and then, you know, you're on your own. Then you want a 4 ounce, this is a 7 ounce or a 4 ounce can of mild diced chilies. Again, no heat, but that wonderful chili flavor that makes it taste like Mexican food. A can of corn kernels. And for spices, it's very simple. It's like a pinch of red peppers, a half a teaspoon of cumin, and I added in a half a teaspoon of salt. So we're good to go. Let's get busy. So what I've done here, I've already started on, sorry, I'm kind of wobbling all over the place here. I already started charring the poblanos. And what you want to put them in a big bowl when you take them off the burner and let them steam, and that's how they cook. And then there's a next step after that. I'm not going to lie to you, this is a messy process, but the result is so good, I wanted to share it with you. Here's how you char a poblano. This is also how I cook tortillas. Lay them right on the flame. If you don't have a gas stovetop, I'm sorry, but you can put it in, you can broil these in the oven. So stick them on a tray. You don't have the control, but they'll still get done. I don't know if you can hear them popping and sizzling. And it takes a few minutes. So while I'm doing that, let's talk. This recipe is really filling. All you need with this, because it's got your starches and it's got some veggies in it. This, 1 or 2 of these, depending on how hungry you are, and a big juicy salad with all kinds of good stuff in it. Wow, what a fantastic meal that is. If you feel like you want more greens, by all means, add some in. Have a side of steamed broccoli or, you know, whatever you like. Sauteed zucchini. So I keep turning those, and what you want them to look like is this. They're just kind of burned looking. And what we're going to do is rinse that off. I'll go do it right now. What you have here is a cleaned pepper, and it comes off as easy as rinsing it and rubbing it a little with your thumb or your fingers or something. And then we're ready to stuff it. We're going to slice it, take the seeds out, and stuff it with what we want. Okay. Oh, and here's a tip for you. Wait, let me turn these peppers. This, about these. It's just a rag that, my husband's a contractor, so I steal a lot of his stuff because it's really cool and I can use it. This is a bag of rags you get at Home Depot or Lowe's for like 20 bucks for 50 of them. And they last for years and they are so practical. When they get all gray and funky looking, then I use them as floor rags, and then eventually they disappear, but they last for a long, long time. I've had one bag for 4 years. I love them. So sometimes you can even use them as napkins, you can use them as rags, you can use them as, I use them as counter cleaners and hand wipes when I'm cooking. So you see that this part isn't charred yet. I like to get every little bit, because if it's not charred, you can't get the skin off. And the skin is tough and you don't want it on there. So do it right the first time and then life is good. So I want to get the ends done on these. So while we're waiting for that, masher, I'm going to mash these potatoes quickly because they don't take much. I left the skin on because skin is good. Most of the vitamins of a potato is right under the skin, so if you peel it too well, you're getting rid of a lot of the nourishment. So, all right, it doesn't have to be totally smooth. And here is our can of refried beans. I don't know why they ever put fat in it. It certainly doesn't need it. As this can proves, perfectly creamy, smooth, refried beans. And those can go into the mix. I think we're done with that. Just use a spoon. Multitasking here, I'm turning the peppers again. So they take a few minutes, but you know, not that long. This one's up. I want to get that done. Okay, so while those are cooking, finishing up, let's mix this stuff up. Getting this nicely incorporated. Let me check these peppers. Oh, I missed a spot. I didn't position it right. Ooh, that one's done. And you want to put them in a covered pan so that they steam. The steaming part is very important. So I just have a bowl here with a lid on it, with a plate actually as a lid. And my charred peppers are steaming away, and that helps to loosen the skin on it. So to our mixture of potatoes and refried beans, I'm going to add about a half a can of this, about a cup, something like that. The rest is going to go into my salad tonight. I'm going to juice and all dump this entire can of diced mild chilies. If you like hot, go for it. I like spice, but I like it controlled. And then our spices, our cumin, our red pepper bits, and our salt. So let's get those all nice and mixed up. And then we'll be ready for our next step. All right. Okay, let me get this organized and cleaned up, and then we'll be ready to stuff, okay? Hi, we are ready to stuff our peppers, so let's get on it. Let me move you down here so you can see what I'm doing. There are those peppers. They've all been rubbed clean of their skin, and they're ready to slice open, clean out, and stuff. So have your roasting pan ready. These are going to go into the oven when they're stuffed. So have your pan ready that you can put these in. All right, so you're gonna take your cleaned pepper, run a knife down a seam or a side or whatever. And in here, you want to get that membrane out because it's tough and stringy. Like so. And you can just get your fingers in there and grab those seeds and pull them out. And I'm going to rinse these, by the way, before I stuff them, because I don't think seeds are particularly pleasant. These membranes are pretty small, but we want to get them out anyway. Okay. Good enough. So one by one, we'll just quickly clean these up. Very easy to do. Oh, that came out great. I love getting my hands dirty. There are only two of us in this household, my husband and myself, and yet I'm making 6 of these. No, I don't have company coming over. I have a freezer. So when I'm doing a more elaborate dish than my usual like 20-minute dinner, I often will make a big batch and freeze some for next week or next month or something. It's very useful. Because honestly, even though I cook all the time and I think about food all the time, I don't like to cook every day. Who does? It's nice to be able to open that freezer drawer and just pull something out that's already done. All it needs to do is get heated up and put on the table. But I don't know, to me it's not really dinner unless there's a salad. So there's that part. Okay, less pepper. Let's see. I think I like this side. Okay. No fuss, no muss. Actually, there's a lot of muss. This is a very messy recipe, and that's okay, because you'll see the flavor is so worth the effort. Okay, I'm going to put these back on the plate and go rinse them off, go rinse those seeds off, and I'll be right back with you. Whoa, whoa, I'll be right back. Here I come. Let me get rid of the board. All right. Back to business. All right. All right, okay, so we are ready to stuff. The pepper is all nice and clean, and it's just this nice big empty hollow that you can fill with all sorts of good things. The reason I put the potato in there, and you could even put another one in there if you're making a lot of these, is that it stiffens the filling a little bit. You don't want them too full. We're going to fill these with, we're going to top these with salsa at the end. So you just want to use all the filling, whatever that's going to look like. I forget what I was going to say. Couldn't have been too important. All right. There's another one. These are very filling. and obviously quite large. But I like them because I like stuffed things and filled things. It's like a unit. It's like a portion size, you know? So you can eat one and then you're good. Okay. I see what's going on with this. We only have enough room for another one. All right. I think I can fit yet one more in there. Yeah, I can fit another one in here. Let's get these babies on with. So this is our dish. I finished stuffing them, and then I put salsa on the top to fill up the little gap, and this adds a layer of flavor that you do not want to miss out. And I just use paste pecani sauce. It has not one drop of oil in it. It's an absolutely wonderful salsa. We use it, it's our favorite. We use it a lot. And you don't have to make it, so that cuts down on the time too. So that's what I topped our little portions, our peppers with. And this is gonna go into a 400-degree oven for about a half an hour, or whatever, you know, whatever it takes to make it hot. You can actually also just stick it in the microwave if you want to, if you don't want to put on the oven, especially in the summertime when it gets so hot. So that's our dinner. Those are stuffed poblano peppers, and
that was easy.
Along with salad. Bon appetit, you guys. I will see you for the next recipe. Stay well. Enjoy.